Today is the day that GolfHub has a new upgrade. 6 months of development is being launched as we speak, and when you log into GolfHub you will see a couple of new features. And congratulations to the team, Lee, Darren and Zing. We have now created and still working on creating the world's best communication platform for golf. So I'm going to take you into 4 key points I want to show you today. We've got a webinar next week. We will be videoing the webinar, recording the webinar for future reference, and we'll be showcasing this at the conference in the middle of March, so 14, 15, 16 of March. So look forward to that. So let me take you into the 4 key things I want to show you. The first one being branding. When you click on branding, you can add your default from name and reply to email address. The headers, we can add extra headers in, so not just a default header, we can add more headers and footers. So for an example, if you have a Pro-Am coming on and you want to highlight the major sponsor in a header and a footer, we can create that, and you can use that for that campaign only by simply selecting it, and it will replace your default. I'll show you that in a moment. You can do the same thing for the footer. You can add extra fonts. We use Google Fonts. I can show you that in next week's webinar, in a private Zoom meeting, and also at the conference. So if you want to use some more fonts, we have multiple fonts in the builder. By all means, add extra fonts and set them as default. This is where you add your YouTube channel for a drag and drop and play the video inside the campaign, which you're all aware of. The second major update I want to show you is how you can share and print assets now. So to share something on social media, you can click social here, right here in the on the PC. You can search for an asset here. So if I search FootJoy, all the FootJoy social assets now will appear, and you can simply click this. It will slide from the right hand side, and you can click share, and you can share it however you want to share it. So for this example, we'll share it to Facebook, and you can log into Facebook and share it to your own page or your own personal page, or a page that you manage, being the Pro Shop. You can do the same with print. You can search for an asset, and you can let's say it's the latest one, being the Golf Pride coming up. And you can download this and it'll print out on an A4 piece of paper. You can laminate and put around the Pro Shop. So there's a new function with that as well. Of course, you can share this, but it's not a shareable asset. Well, it's a shareable asset, but it doesn't look good on Facebook. This is a print asset only. The next section I'd like to show you is one of the major upgrades in campaigns. And that's when you click on campaigns on the left hand side, you will see 2 major differences now. One being the calendar. So it's a brand new function where you can see past campaigns that have been sent, saved campaigns, and future campaigns. So any scheduled campaign. So it's a great way to come in here and see what we've scheduled in the annual plan, or you may have scheduled in your local plan. That goes together with your GolfHub app, of course. It sits in the upcoming. So upcoming campaigns will sit here as well. They're the scheduled campaigns, and you can jump in here and view those, cancel those, resend those, and however you want to deal with that. The second one was a request from Murray Blair at Gungahlin Lakes, which was, I want to see the templates prior to going right through the process of selecting an audience, etc. So we've added this into this build. To do that, we select view all here, or down the left hand side you can select templates. So let's view all. You can search a template up in this section, or you can search a category. So if I search for, I've got a fitting day coming on and I want to search a category on fitting days, you can jump in here and you can select, say, the tailor-made one. It will slide from the right hand side, and you can create campaign. We'll put in the campaign name, the subject. You can select a list right here. Press OK. The campaign builder will open, and this is the final thing I want to show you today, is the campaign builder. This is the world's best campaign builder. A lot of different functions in here. This video won't do it justice, so we're going to do it separately in the webinar and at the conference. But there are many world-class features in this builder. Two things I want to show you are the branding and how to change the header and the footer. You can simply slide this across. These are already saved in the file that I showed you in the previous section. You can simply just select these and change the headers and footers at will. Same thing for the footer. And another thing I'd like to show you is the buttons. So if I select a button here and just drag this in and show you a section here called animation, and you'll see here now the button flashes for the example. You can also add a background. The background here we have a search which is going to search thousands of different images across the internet. So now we can just drag that in and it's going to give you a background behind this button. So I look forward to the webinar next week and at the conference in the middle of March. At any point, if you need help with your GolfHub or campaign building prior to that webinar and prior to the conference, please reach out to Lee and I. We're always available to help. Thank you and look forward to seeing you then.